Yes, the Herons are stacked. It's time to hop on and report the facts. Last year, Inter got rid of Drake the Wall to start a grand poet goalie with greats and all, but he couldn't hack it late in the regular season. A goat on the bench with the stash to squeeze in. Blocko hit the postseason. Goalie for hire, 34 on his back for all the goalies he retired. Carried the squad to MLS, cut the story of legends. Funny though, he's a two-time hungry for seconds. Miami giving MLS goalie of the year. What a waste when we had the best goalie right here. Behind St. Clair from the land of Maple Leafs to play 0 minutes at the World Cup on the bench made of maple trees. Warm game, gave it your best shot, bro. Cause nobody can stop the GOAT. Rocco Blocko!
Chris, the Herons are back.
Yes.
Welcome
yes,
back.
We're back.
561. What the hell? That's why we were late, guys. Just so you know, that's why we were late.
That's not why we were late. But I did edit that like in 2.5 minutes.
If you guys are watching on audio, I highly suggest you pull up the YouTube video because Chris definitely put in some work on the intro video.
I did. And it was lovely.
Before I move on, I want to shout out real quick Colombia. You know, all that thoughts and prayers, all that other stuff. It was a tough day, especially for mi querido Deportivo, Pereira. They got hit hard. So it was a rough day. So shout out to everybody over there. Hope everybody's doing well. And that if you have family over there, that they're also doing well, because a lot of people did not do well. So
yeah, it's
my family
earthquake, no?
Yeah, 7.4 on the Richter scale. My family, immediate family made it out okay. There was some extended family that were in some buildings that collapsed that may not have made it out. So it's a tough day for all Colombians. Like I said, and my Pereira got hit hard. So shout out to everybody, and I hope everybody and your loved ones are doing okay. All right, so I know it was a high of an intro, but Chris needed to play it, and then I brought it a little back down low. I apologize, but I needed to make sure I said that on a day like today. I'm sure, I guess Chris didn't realize it, but all right.
I mean, I didn't know you were gonna. You and I both.
I'm Colombian. I'm from Pereira. You don't think I'm gonna bring that
I
up?
know that, but like we both shocked each other with our own intros. We weren't on the same page. Here I am bringing Rocco Fire.
I told Chris, not today. You're like, no, you have to. I was like, okay, all right.
I just didn't know. I didn't know. I was like, okay. So
all right. So shout out
to Sean.
So now we move on. It's a preview show. As you can see, I don't have a little logo there. It's León, but honestly, it doesn't really matter because League Cup's basically over. Mathematically, technically, we're still in it, because if we win by like 10 goals and we have like 6 or 7 specific teams lose, we're still technically in it. But again, it's a tall task, and we have to. Our goal differential needs to go through the roof, and the fact that we're still probably going to be down our 5 forwards is probably, like I said, a tall task. So I wouldn't bank on it. So so we're going to talk about the game more. Inter Miami. We're not really going to talk too much about León because it really doesn't matter. We're going to talk Inter Miami, talk about some rumors that are resurfacing again, and we'll get into that. And then we could talk about just Leagues Cup in general, if you felt like it was a failure or not, because I saw that conversation was happening on social media today also.
Shout out to John Paul Terrazas with a $4.99 Super Sam. Says, Chris and Danny, do you guys think we should just play all bench players, basically?
Absolutely.
I am CF2 plus Ayala. I love, and he throws Ayala and DSC against León to not risk injuries for us. I love the addition of those two. I mean, absolutely.
Yeah, I agree.
Why
100%.
would we play any starters?
I agree. How do you want to start this? Well, let's get this transfer rumor out of the way.
Yeah, please.
So we're kind of tired of talking about it. I think this might have gotten worse than the Messi one, because for the Messi one, we got tired of talking about it. We both felt like it was happening, but like we're like, why even talk about it anymore? But that was like a span of like a year. Like it was 12 months that we thought this is gonna happen, and then it might not happen. But this whole Neymar thing has been going on for a few years at this point, and it's gotten kind of old. And now the reports are that he's been telling people that he's gonna join Miami in January. So maybe, because supposedly the salary cap restrictions are going to be a little lighter or not as strict in January for the new season. So if that's the case, maybe they have some money to throw away and they'll throw a couple of dollars at him and just have him join the team, which makes a little more sense to me, I suppose. But if that's the case, why even talk about it now? Let's just wait until after we win our next MLS Cup, and then we'll have that conversation.
I brought up this point that I'm going to bring up in other shows. I do think that like the whole Neymar engine that runs behind him, like with his family and his dad, like sort of, I don't know, guiding the narrative. I feel like that's something that's like huge with the Neymar camp. And for them to bring up something like this, it has to be that they want to keep his name relevant. Right? I mean, not to say that Neymar is irrelevant, but obviously when you attach your name to a Messi thing, it heightens a little bit, no?
Yeah. And then I could also see the whole him coming in January, since it's just 14 games. It's a short season. Luis Suarez extending his career another 6 months. Neymar coming for 14 games plus the playoffs, and getting like a short version of MSN so we could start over for that last season, Messi's last official season that next summer. I could definitely see something like that happening.
Is he bad news, though? Jack Card is saying he's bad news.
For an abbreviated season, I don't mind it. Could you imagine that? Like, everybody's like, 14-game season, that's kind of weird. Could you imagine just like, I mean, he gets injured often, but he'll give you 10, 12 games. Like, he can give you a big chunk of that sprint.
At this point?
Yeah, I think so.
But the thing is, like, okay, Danny, let's say he comes for the 14-game sprint season. Like, is it possible that he stays after? Like, why would you just come for the sprint season and not just stay for Messi's last hurrah? Just ball out and just finish with him.
Well, if he's playing well, then I wouldn't mind that at all. Look, Soccer Daddy saying he's playing well right now.
And Tabaquito is mentioning
did you? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, he's just mentioning a comment. Then to remove Bright was so stupid. Could be. I mean, we've been needing wingers, so.
And
then Stancy saying that she feels like it's gonna be like James, a complete waste of time.
No, I don't think so.
I mean, but look at where James is going to friggin' Serie A right now, supposedly.
Yeah, but James
came. That's true.
James came to get ready for the World Cup. Neymar would be coming here to play and try to get a trophy with Messi. I think it would be different. And I also did you see a video of him? Was it like last weekend or the weekend before? I forgot what team they beat. It wasn't even like a rival, but like the fans got under his skin, and he was like yelling at the fans, like heading into the locker room, like pointing at his badge and like just yelling. Like he's still in it. Like he still cares. I think it's pretty cool.
Okay.
And attitude problems. I think under Messi, everybody's gonna be playing their role.
Dude, I've been drinking. I drink coladas to the face. If you think that he's housing cafecito.
I had a long day. Today was the first day back, like full day back, like teachers reporting and everything. And then my kids had soccer practice. We might have to change these shows, because we were doing Monday and Wednesdays because my kids practice on Tuesdays and Thursdays. All of a sudden, both of them got changed to Mondays and Wednesdays. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to see how this goes, because all of a sudden Mondays are a killer. As you can see, the show was supposed to start at 9, and we didn't get on until we would have gotten on a little earlier than 9:20, but Chris had to get his intro in. So
no, it's not that at all. Okay, bitch.
Okay. All right. So Neymar thing, we got that. Shout out to One World Go. Appreciate that. Shout out to One World Go. Like I said. So Neymar, let's put that to bed. That's done. Topic is done. you want to talk about Leagues Cup in general, or you want to talk about León first?
Do we
Thank you,
really
Soccer
need
Daddy.
to? Do we really need to talk about León?
Well, we
Like,
wouldn't. León, we don't have to talk about. This is what I'll tell you about León. León won their first 2 games. They beat Nashville and they beat Orlando. So they are in the driver's seat to move on to the next phase. So they will be taking this game very seriously to make sure that they make it through and that they possibly have, I don't know if they'll host in Mexico. I don't know how that's going to work. But they're going to take this game seriously. Miami is still going to be out there 5 forwards. So we're going to have a hard time scoring. And even if we win, we have to win by like 5 or 6 goals. And like I said, and hope that all these teams in front of us lose. So again, let's forget about León. León's going to come to win, and they beat Orlando and Nashville. That's all we need to know about León. Who cares? We were going to ask a guest on. We decided against it. Let's talk about just Inter Miami wise. On Wednesday, it's a pointless game. When's the next game after that? Is it this weekend?
the next game after that would be this Saturday against Nashville at Nashville.
Okay, so we're more concerned about that game, right? That's the team that we're chasing for Supporter Shield.
Yes,
and I'd rather
you're
try
already
to
out of the Leagues Cup,
right? Luis Suarez is going to be good. Berterame hopefully can come back for that game. Silvetti, I don't know. Let's put all our eggs in the Nashville basket this weekend, because that game, especially when it comes to Supporter Shield and regular season standings, matters a lot more than this pointless game. So I guess that's the conversation we'll have for the next couple minutes. Do we just throw out our B squad and just I already forgot the Haitian kid's name, but Delanois. Let's put Delanois, Pinter, Planbeck. I'd start all 3 of them in the midfield. I'd put David Ruiz. I'd put Santi Morales because he should be back by then, and I'd put in I don't know who else, and David Ayala. That would be my midfield. At goal, if you want St. Clair, that's fine. Doesn't matter. You want Mura on the right back. You want who on the left back? I guess no.
Ezekiel Abadia Herrera.
Oh,
he played left back.
We could have him at left back. We'll have
then we
Falcon.
No, not even Falcon. We got a guy named Daniel Sumaya. He's a defender.
Those are all the players that I would play. And you know what? I would play Caicedo though.
And then Caicedo.
I would leave Caicedo some more. I still believe in Caicedo. I still think he's a baller, and I would give him more run against solid competition. And he's gonna, with the team that he's playing in front of him, he's gonna have some defensive opportunities to stop some balls. So I would 100% run that. I would not put out anybody that's a regular starter. Rodrigo De Paul shouldn't see the pitch. Casemiro shouldn't see the pitch. Bright shouldn't see the pitch. Segovia shouldn't see the pitch. Grab some fans from the stands to play. Absolutely. And you know what? Those games are poorly attended.
But those are awesome.
Stadium. And no, shout out to Franco, because I don't know why Franco does it. I like Franco. I hate that he does this, though. Franco, if you watch this, I don't know why the fuck you do this. He loves taking pictures, and it's like, another poorly attended game here at New Stadium. It's kind of surprising that people aren't showing up. I understand that it's Franco, stop it, man. We already got everybody talking shit about us. Why the fuck are you fueling the flames? That's it. It's a weekday game. We get it. That's it. Stop taking pictures and making a stupid post every fucking game about how poorly attended the game is. We get it. It's poorly attended.
And on top of that, like, Miami has always been known as a late arriving crowd.
Well, and also the event crowd. Like, look, last Wednesday, weekday game, fine. Monterrey should have been better, even though I don't think it was that bad. There's nothing to play for right now on Wednesday. Like, look, two things. There's nothing to play for. It's the day before school starts. The night before school starts.
No, it's so brutal. It's so brutal.
My kids start school.
Nobody's going to the game.
You think I would go to that game knowing that my kids start school the next day? Even if we were playing to make it to phase 2, I probably wouldn't go. The fact that the game means absolutely nothing. Into Miami. If anybody's watching this, give away the tickets.
Yes.
People that have never seen the stadium, that want to go just to see the stadium for the first time,
give them away.
Perfect opportunity. Give them away. Let them. Maybe they'll like the stadium and the atmosphere. You're still watching a professional soccer game. Maybe they'll like it so much that they'll come back. Do the whole Chicago Fire trick, right? Chicago Fire were like giving away games, and hoping that the people do that. Give away some tickets. Hope that the people like the environment. Give them free parking, because if you charge them $50 for parking, they're definitely not coming back. And let's see what happens.
If I was running the ticket thing for Inter Miami, I would go to the Domino Park right there in Little Havana and just make it rain.
Or you know where I would go? I would go to the arrivals area at the airport.
Oh, that's
and then
nice.
I'd give them out. Yeah, I'd give them out right there. Like, hey, you like football? You see that? Because literally, when you leave the arrival, I know now because I drive Uber. So once you leave and then you come out the exit, there's a stadium on your right hand side. The Sheraton and the stadium. It's like, dude, that's the stadium right there. Check it out.
As a matter of fact, I'd drop off like a bundle of tickets at the Sheraton and just be like, hey, anybody want to attend the game? Just go out there. Look, I mean, upstairs. Yeah, that's a perfect comment right there.
No, this one right here. Give it out at BT.
Give them out to BT. Yeah, give them out to BTs at all the clubs.
Yeah, I mean, Franco's gonna get one hell of a picture on Wednesday night. Franco, don't do it. You're gonna do it, but you shouldn't do it because he's
gonna get an Atlanta United-esque picture. Is what he's gonna get.
It's gonna be bad, 100%.
It's gonna be awful. And I mean, I want to just set the scene here for all of you guys in case you guys want to go. I'm sure you can get tickets for like $5, right? Setting the scene. Delanois and Pinter up top.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Preston Planbeck, David Ruiz, Ayala, and am I forgetting someone?
David Ruiz.
Did I forget? David Ruiz, Ayala,
Santi Morales.
Oh, and Planbeck.
Mm-hmm.
And Planbeck. Yeah. No, you're just throwing him anywhere. And then you got Ezekiel Abadia Herrera, Daniel Sumaya Caicedo, and stupid ass Mura as your linchpin.
Look, everybody is talking shit about Franco in the chat. I actually like Franco. I like Franco a lot.
You guys are going a little too ham on Franco.
I like Franco, but I hate that he does that.
It's a gotcha moment.
I fucking hate it so much. He's just fueling the flame because people love to see it. Luckily, all of Leagues Cup is poorly attended, so it's not too bad. But I hate it.
You know what I would do if Mike V is bringing something? I'd go to the area of Miami FC and give tickets away. I'd go over there.
Yeah, you got to do it somewhere that's close enough where people don't have to like make it like an effort to go. Yeah. All right, so that was.
Oh my goodness! There's a game. Miami FC is playing against San Antonio. I would go and give tickets right there. Like, you want to go see the other Miami team? I mean, you're only going to get like 20 people.
Yeah. No, look, I mean, I know it's not their fault, right? Like, League Cup set the schedule, but dude, having a game the night before the first day of school, brutal. Making it a Wednesday, brutal. And then not having anything to play for, brutal. Missing Messi, Suarez, Berterame, and all your attackers, brutal. The fact that you're probably going to play your B team, brutal. Like all the perfect scenarios for. And you know what? To be clear, like, usually those are pretty cool games to attend. Like Chris said, I usually like going to those games because I support the badge. So I go and I'll be like, you know what? Maybe these guys will pull off an upset and that'll be really fun to watch. But the day before the first day of school, having to put my kids to bed early, nah, that sucks. Sean Conlon said you got to see the future. Yeah, no, those are fun games. I enjoy those games.
Yeah, those are fun.
It kind of bring me back to like 2020, 2021. I enjoy those games. But the night before the first day of school, nah, Chris, brutal.
For those of you that want to see a game with stakes, guys, Miami FC is playing against San Antonio for the in the USL Cup playoffs.
Oh yes, the playoffs.
Surprisingly, Miami FC is in the playoffs. Apparently.
All right. So
quarterfinal.
The last topic of the night, because it was a short show, right? Because we didn't want to spend too much time with León, and we didn't want to bring on a guest. But if you want to keep talking football, join us for the Battered Soccer fans, which is going to be on right after this. We have the reigning, defending, undisputed worst guest of the year, Fabian Rankel joining us at 10 o'clock or 10:05 or something like that to talk general MLS and Leagues Cup. So if you want to hear us keep talking some footy and talk with Fabian, make sure that you join us for that after this is over. So, last topic, Chris. Leagues Cup 2026. Inter Miami has kind of they've kind of been like honestly, I don't know if the poster child is the right word, but like people look at it, the Leagues Cup as like Inter Miami's tournament, right? Because they won it the first year.
Yeah.
They made it to the final the third year. So they've performed well 2 out of the 3 years. When you look at the result this year, would you look at it and say this is a complete and total failure? Because I saw Franco, shout out to Franco since we were talking about him again, going back and forth with some people online about how it was. He thinks that it was. Some people say it wasn't. Some people said I didn't give a crap about this tournament anyway. Where do you land on the Leagues Cup? Was this a absolute failure? And I'll start putting up some of the comments while you're talking because Mr. Krabs already started it off.
Well, I mean, I said it in the middle of your phrase. It is a failure. And then adding the context of not doing well in the CCC, and then adding on top of that this other tournament, Leagues Cup, which we could have been successful in, but we weren't. And then we still have that Fugazi trophy to play for. Ugh. Right? And so like that's up for grabs for whatever that's worth. Legitimately, the only things that are kind of pending that are of substance is the Supporter Shield and the MLS Cup. And then imagine, here's another question. You know we're not winning Leagues Cup, Danny. So like what happens if we win Supporter Shield?
I'm sorry, it was Alexis Sanchez and he went to Montreal. And we'll talk about that on the soccer show later on.
What happens if we obviously we're out of Leagues Cup? Would you be happy with Supporter Shield and no MLS trophy?
No. I don't consider the Supporter Shield like a legit trophy.
Well, but we had it. And then okay, so then again, we're running it back.
I'd rather, yes. No, I would, if we can win Supporter Shield, I'll take Supporter Shield, whatever. But am I like worried about Supporter Shield? No. Like it has to, at this point, it's MLS Cup or bust. There's nothing else to win. If you want to win Supporter Shield, that's fine. I'm just thinking about home field advantage at that point.
So then essentially, Leagues Cup, we're done. Supporter Shield, who cares? So what you're saying is only judgment this season, success or failure, is based on the MLS Cup again. Because that's what it was last year.
But just Leagues Cup, do you consider the Leagues Cup run a failure?
Yes.
I don't.
But you're not adding all the additional context. You're just looking at the tournament as a piece.
I say it's not, because I feel like you need to put context on it. Like, they were severely undermanned. Like, and you know what? I left Leagues Cup after Monterrey, after like the next day on Sunday, when I was thinking about Inter Miami. I kind of started thinking, this team's going to whoop some teams' asses. Because we were down our 5 best forwards. We were playing with Mura out at right back. And we took it to Monterrey. We could have and should have been able to pull that game off. They needed a late game equalizer. Like, Inter Miami set up pretty well because that team went toe-to-toe with Monterrey, which is one of the better. I mean, I know that they're in a transition period, but one of the better teams in Mexico. And we almost beat them with Delanoy and Pinter up top. With Mura coming down the right. With Rocco playing goalie.
But like, you know, look at what you're doing. Look at what you're doing. Look at what you're doing there. Yeah.
Then you say you add Messi, you add Suarez, you add Berterame, you add Silvetti, you add Allende, because apparently in the playoffs he wakes up. So add playoff Allende. You put Freya right back. Like, I'm looking at this team.
Factual here. Actual factual. Almost gets you a lot of nothing.
All right. But almost, with missing so many key players, that almost turns into, I feel pretty good about this run.
We're talking about the 2-time here, Danny. Somebody that actually does it, not almost does it. And the fact is that when you almost do something, you do absolutely nothing. And you're right. Considering all the players and names, I mean, at the end of the day, Danny, this is not a success this season so far.
That's fine. But
in terms of trophies,
the Leagues Cup is a failure because I feel like context is important. If Messi's playing against Monterrey, you don't think we win?
Well, yeah, but that's not how the cookie crumbles, Danny. Like sometimes we have to play without Messi. And sometimes the team has to be coached. And you're going to tell me Hoyos isn't going to coach the team? He coached the team. He did garbage.
I don't think it's a failure. If I tell you going into that game that we're not playing with our top 5 forwards, you're telling me you don't think we win? I thought we held our own the first half. Yeah, okay, we couldn't do it the whole game. That's fine. You want to say almost doesn't count? That's fine. But if we would have gotten our ass kicked, you would have been like, oh, yeah, I mean, we were missing everybody. But we didn't get our ass kicked. It took a very late game equalizer.
And look, Sean is Seven Sausage is saying I'm not discounting Leagues Cup based on circumstances like it never happened.
That's fine, but you can choose the way you view it. And I'm choosing to view it not as a failure.
Jack Hart is making sense here. It doesn't matter, Danny. No excuses. The way we're getting out of the group stage is a big disappointment. It's a failure. It's a failure.
But so if you're not playing with your stars, and you get eliminated, it's a failure. You didn't have your stars to play with.
Guess what? You still got to win. Put your big boy pants on. You're missing a couple players. Lock in. And guess what? We couldn't lock in, so we're locked out. We're done.
Look, I to an extent, I understand what everybody's saying. Because everybody's feeling the heaviness of not winning the CCC and all that other stuff. I understand. But when you look at it, like, take a step back. We had Delanoy playing as our forward for 90 minutes. Nobody had heard about this guy 4 days ago. Nobody knew this guy existed. And he was playing 90 minutes for us as a forward. And you're going to say, nah, we should have won. We should have won.
But Danny, you
should have won. We should win. It didn't matter. It didn't win. My grandma had wheels, and I don't know what else stupid shit John Callahan said. Hey, my grandma had wheels, and she's a bicycle or some crap. Who the hell? No, that matters. Delanoy was our forward for 90 minutes, guys.
But Danny, you're also just sitting there saying, "Oh, we played Delanoy. This guy hasn't played anything." Guess what, Danny? That's your coach. That's your coach that made that decision. He could have put in David Ruiz. He could have put in he could have put in somebody else. He didn't have to go with a guy that's never played a second in the first team.
You know what? He needed the verticality because they were going to defend and try to beat them on the counter because Monterrey is so aggressive on the press. And you know what? It looked pretty good. The first half, I saw some people on social media, Delanoy, oh, this guy's pretty fast. Oh, this guy's not playing that bad.
He
is okay,
fast.
And he found himself in an opportunity to make some things happen. So Hoyo said, let me put those wheels out there. Not Sean Callahan's grandma's wheels, but like legit wheels. Him and Pinter. And they had some opportunities. They didn't convert. That's fine. That's what happens when you have not many options. That's what happens when you have your 6th and 7th option at forward. 6th and 7th option at forward.
Listen, Danny, that's just the way the cookie crumbles, okay? You got to deal with it. And you need to lock in, my boy. You need to lock in and you need to just win the game. That's why we play the game, is to go win the game. And guess what? When you don't win it, you lose it.
Okay.
No? Am I wrong?
Rockwell had a good game.
Yeah, he did. He is. I mean, he's a 2-time. Well, I don't expect any less. But am I wrong? You play to win the game, and we didn't win the game. We lost. Lock in. Tough cookies.
If we have to run out the B team tomorrow, and let's say we run them out or Wednesday, and León comes and they beat them by 5, you're gonna kill this team? You should have won. Hoyos, what are you doing?
You should have planned. You should have planned it. You should have. You put Hoyos out there shaking and baking and making the bacon. That's his job, right? As a coach, go coach. Go coach. Go do your job.
How are you going to cook without ingredients?
Well, I mean, look, we give you whatever you need to make something. Make it taste decent.
No, that's impossible. If I give you a big pile of shit, how are you going to make it taste decent?
But it's not a big pile of shit. They're not all shit, Danny.
Okay.
You're getting
okay, fine. Not piles of crap. What about piles?
I'm saying,
and I'm not referring to the players as piles of crap.
Yeah, you are.
It's an analogy. No, it's an analogy. As you said, if I don't have the ingredients, how do I make something taste good? If I give you something that tastes very bad and isn't even edible, how are you going to make it taste good?
All I'm saying is that you still have in this team that we're subjecting to on Wednesday, you still have your favorite players.
This is what I'm going to tell you, Chris, and I swear to God, I will reach through this screen, I'll punch you. If on Wednesday they start the B team, a bunch of scrubs and defense, and then Rocco starts, and they put in 5 goals, I do not want to hear that it was because they had the B team in front of him. I do not want to hear it, Chris.
I'm just saying, it's how the cookie crumbles, bro.
Okay, that's what I'm going to say on Wednesday. If that's the team that's in front of Rocco, and then Rocco gets a bunch through.
But now let's take a step back for a second. Let's think about this, okay? You do understand that Dane St. Clair's been playing with the second team lately. So it's only fair that his scrub ass plays with the second team.
Okay, that's fine.
This is good.
If Rocco plays in front of them. All right. It is 10:05. We're about to jump on the Battered Soccer Fans show. Chris, any final words?
I apparently make terrible cookies.
He makes a terrible coffee, I'll tell you that.
No, I don't. Some of the best coffee you've ever had in your life. Look at this. Mike V ends it tonight with when a player gets a penalty kick against Rocco, it's not an opportunity. It's a punishment. Oh, Mike V.
All right. Mike V is just as bad as Sean Callahan. We appreciate everybody hanging out with us. If you're listening on audio, please leave us 5 stars and a comment. If you watch on YouTube, like and subscribe. And again, Battered Soccer Fans YouTube channel. Make sure you like and subscribe to that channel. And join us in the next couple minutes. Like I said, we'll be joined with Fabian to talk Leagues Cup and transfer rumors. So until the next one, have a good one.